Soldaten, welcome to the Kummersdorf training camp. We expect nothing but the very best from all of you. We are on the brink of war. Here you will undergo basic combat training to defend the fatherland. First off, grab a helmet, grab your weapon and grab some ammunition.
Select your soldier and move him around with your mouse clicks. You can examine boxes by clicking on them to transfer the items between the boxes and soldiers' inventories. Grab a helmet, rifle and ammo from the different boxes.
Zu Befehl! Unterwegs!
The Karabiner 98K is the standard infantry weapon. A precise bolt-action rifle, ideal for engaging the enemy at medium and long ranges. Now you must learn your weapon and put your aim to the test. Head to the western shooting range. Get ready to shoot at the targets. Take cover behind the sandbags.
Get to cover behind the sandbags and get ready to fire. Select your soldiers and hover the cursor close to the sandbag. A silhouette previews the position of your soldiers behind cover. Utilize cover as much as possible to increase the survivability and accuracy of your soldiers.
Shoot at the targets, Soldaten!
Rücken wir aus!
Steady your aim for as long as possible to get the most accurate shots. The Wehrmacht counts with the finest weaponry available to any infantryman. A variety of automatic and precision weapons are available on the tables. Some are more effective for short-range fights, others favor long-distance engagements. Use your preferred armament against the next set of targets.
You now have control of 3 more soldiers.
Verstanden!
You can highlight objects that can be collected by your units, like the weapons on the table, by clicking on the Highlight Items button on the bottom right corner of the interface cube-shaped button, or by holding the hotkey C by default.
Zu Befehl! Verdammt!
Daneben! Gute Arbeit, Soldaten. Now head over to the grenade area. Use the hand grenades to blow up some of the fuel barrels.
Wir rücken aus!
You can throw grenades to eliminate targets behind cover.
Verstanden!
For the most effective use of grenades, you can cook them in direct control mode. Select a single soldier and press the direct control button on the bottom left of the interface,
Alles
or
klar.
press the hotkey E by default. Direct control allows you to micro-control one unit
Ich werfe
with WASD
Granate!
movement and mouse aiming and shooting.
Hier, für euch! Ich werfe eine Granate! Hier, für euch!
Now you have acquired basic weapons training. You may look around the facilities and explore all the testing grounds which Kummersdorf has to offer. You will find the latest military equipment on various testing grounds. Once you consider yourself ready for posting, board the trucks at the disposal area. You will be delivered to your regiments.
Verstanden! Jawohl! Mir nach!
You can always open the mission objectives menu using the button on the bottom left of the interface, or by clicking O by default. You can click on each mission objective to show where it takes place on the map. Secondary mission objectives are not essential for the completion of the mission.
That is the fuel station. Our vehicles need fuel to keep on running. You should familiarize yourself with the refueling process.
There are two ways that you can refuel a vehicle. Automatically, by driving a refueling supply truck close to it, or manually with fuel cans. To use fuel cans, collect them into your soldier's inventory, and while holding them, clicking on a fuel source like fuel trucks and big barrels will fill the empty can with fuel. When the can is full, you can pour out the fuel contents into the empty vehicle.
Bin unterwegs!
There are two ways that you can refuel a vehicle.
Alles klar, Männer!
Automatically, by driving a refueling supply truck close to it, or manually with fuel cans. To use fuel cans, collect them into your soldier's inventory, and while holding them, clicking on a fuel source like fuel trucks and big barrels will fill the empty can with fuel. When the can is full, pour out the fuel contents into the empty can.
This is the cannon range. Here we will show you how to engage enemy armored targets with a variety of projectiles. Crew the 3,7 cm pack anti-tank gun with your soldiers to begin the ballistics briefing.
Was sollen wir tun? Der Schüler ist geführt.
The 3,7 pack light anti-tank gun fires various types of ammunition. To penetrate and destroy armored targets, use armor-piercing and armor-piercing composite rigid rounds. To penetrate the thicker blades in front of you, use APCR. Against angled armor, APCR will ricochet off instead of penetrating. AP shells are more effective in this case. For wooden or other soft targets, high explosive shells are best. These shells detonate on impacts and cause a lot of damage to non-armored objects, unlike AP shells that would pass through and cause little damage. The high-velocity APCR shells are lightweight and penetrate more than AP shells at close ranges, but they lose the kinetic energy quickly at long ranges. It is better to use AP shells to engage distant targets.
You will need to manually shoot control. Press E by default to switch to direct control with the selected unit. Press T by default to toggle passive in third-person modes. Note that the longer you aim at a target, the more accurate your shot will be.
Was sollen wir tun? Jawohl, so verstanden. Wo ist eigentlich Klaus?
This is the MG and mortar range. Infantry support weapons are essential, and you should train using them. You need to man these vehicles with at least 2 operators to move them, and they're very effective when placed in strategic positions.
You can place different weapons on the tripod. Start off by collecting an MG34 machine gun from the box and put it in the tripod's inventory. You can examine the vehicle's inventory by pressing X by default.
Verstanden. Geht's los? Alles klar,
Now you
Männer,
have to
folgt
mount the
mir.
machine gun. To do so, crew the tripod and open the tripod's inventory by selecting it and hitting the hotkey I by default. Double-click on the machine gun in the inventory to mount it. Now, shoot all the targets.
Jawohl. Ich bin bereit. Alles klar.
Verdammt! Hey you! Can you lend me a hand here? I've injured my hand, but I still have to get this tank up and running for this evening's exercises. If you can, get some repair tools and fix it.
Jawohl.
Different components of vehicles can be damaged on the battlefield. The tracks, engine, gun, turret, body, etc.
Befehl wird ausgeführt.
You will need repair kits to repair these components. You can find them in most vehicles' inventories. Repair kits are a single-use item. If multiple components are broken, you will need a repair kit for each component. Take a repair kit from the vehicle into your soldier's inventory, then when the soldier is selected, press the repair button in the bottom right corner of the interface, the wrench icon. Lastly, click on the vehicle to order your soldier to repair it.
Melde, Fahrzeug kampfbereit. Ende.
Vielen Dank, Soldat. I see you have some useful skills.
Behold, the latest design of our armored forces, the Panzer III. With this kind of armor, nobody can stop us. Feel free to board this tank and take it for a test drive.
Geht's los?
Ja.
Jawohl. Ausrücken.
In front of you is an obstacle course. Move to the highlighted point and destroy targets as quickly as possible. For effective control of the tank, switch to the direct control mode using the E. In direct control mode, switch quickly to specific weapons using the keys 1 to 4 or right mouse click to switch to all the weapons. Gute Arbeit. I see. This tank will become your favorite in battle.
Ja.
Alles klar, Männer, mir nach! Was sollen wir tun?
Welcome to the intensive training camp for Special Forces soldiers. In front of you is a combined obstacle course for different types of battles, which will help you to get acquainted with the weapon in the closest possible conditions. When you're ready to take the course, go to the entrance.
Jawohl!
It is better to use a machine gun to pass the first stage. The most effective medium to long-range weapon against superior opponents. Once you're ready to climb over the fence, the obstacle course timer will begin. Take a position at the indicated point and hit all targets that rise. Gute Arbeit. Not bad at all. Now, move on to the next stage. For combat in confined spaces, a submachine gun is best suited. Also use grenades to quickly and safely clean the rooms. Ausgezeichnet. Keep moving. Remember, heavy anti-tank grenades can be used to blow up obstacles in your path.
Unterwegs!
Throw grenades in direct control mode. Narrow windows and cracks are not a hindrance for you. Throw grenades inside these two fortifications and damage the barrels.
Jawohl!
You're a very capable soldier. Just what the Reich needs. Let's proceed to the final stage. Get on the motorcycle, hook up the cannon and move to the final point. In strategic mode, you can set the path of the unit if you hold down the shift key and give orders with the left mouse button. Das war verdammt gut. In the upcoming battles, Deutschland can rely on you.
Rücken wir aus? Glauben die Befehle!
Ja.
Zugefällt!
All right, soldiers, make the fatherland proud.